cartoon in the newspaper of somebody standing at the edge of a cliff and saying, we have to go forward. That's exactly what the Democrats are doing when they start complaining that the Republicans a financial cliff, a cliff full of debt, people who are overtaxed will be overtaxed even more as a result of the 13 taxes in the health care bill, and as a result, and if those Bush tax rates aren't continued, and they're saying, let's move forward. You know, what are your ideas? Sometimes no is good. My father was the dean of Queensborough Community College, and he said that it was in the era of constant budget cuts and so on, and he said, he had to keep the college going despite all the budgetary difficulties. And he said, a big part of my job is just saying no all day. Somebody comes to me and they say the floor is cold in my office, I need a carpet. I'm sorry, we don't have the budget for it. A lot of things we don't have the budget for, and we have to say no. That's a responsibility of government. It's not to say that the Republicans are right to say no when we're in the situation. I have one more point I want to make about this internet. Congressman Ackerman has brought up the fact that he's president of this international conference of Jewish legislators to prove his Zionist credentials or whatever. I actually listened, after I heard him say this the first time, I actually went home and I spent an entire day listening to the sole conference that this international conference had about, I believe it was in 1996 or 2006 or 2007.
We've had 7 all in Jerusalem.
Okay. This is the only one indicated on the internet. I spent an entire day listening to what everybody said there, and I wish that he would actually listen to what the people in his own organization are saying, because the generals were getting up there and saying, you have to cut the funding to the Palestinians. And that's not what this administration is doing.
You don't have generals talking at our
Oh,
conference.
they had a general talking. It was on the internet. There were a conference on the internet, and they had a general get up there and say that the way to stop terrorism is to stop funding the Palestinians. And
anybody that doesn't want to have manners and doesn't want to pay attention will leave the room.
That's right.
Let's have a little decorum.